Imagination. What is the first thing that comes into your mind when I say imagination? Maybe most of you might say that it is just a visual representation of your thoughts, and maybe some of you may say that it is just the world that I choose to stay in when I don't want to be in this physical reality. Well, whatever the definition you give to it, your imagination is much more than what you think it is. Your imagination holds much more power than what you think it does. Now, maybe you might have guessed what today's video is going to be. Even if you do, let me tell you that today's video is going to be about imagination and how you can use imagination to its full potential so you can get to your manifestation desire. You might have witnessed many videos and many audios of great authors explaining about imagination and how it is so important to imagine your desire to get to the desired outcome, because imagination plays a vital role in getting to your desired outcome. And there is no doubt in this statement, because imagination is the first thing that we do whenever we think about something, thoughts. And it is very obvious that imaginations and thoughts comes hand in hand with each other, because thoughts are the one that creates your imagination, and imagination is the one that creates your reality. So, whatever you imagine, whatever thought that you process through your brain has to be refined and has to be so positive that it has the capability of creating a positive impact in your life. So, shall we proceed on to get to know about imagination and visualization a little more in today's video? Hello and welcome back to my new video. If you are new to my channel, hello. As I have already mentioned today's topic, I want you to buckle up in your seat and listen to me carefully till the end of this video. If you don't understand, rewind and listen to it again. If I'm going slow or fast, there is always an option for the playback speed in the settings to the right side of this video. Calm down and listen to what I say, concentrate and understand. So let's get started. In today's world, we are so caught up in reality, we are always thinking about what is going on in our physical reality. And we don't care much about our imagination. That is because we just think that our imagination is a part of us that is taking us out of this misery in our physical reality. But the real reality lies in our imagination. Your real reality right now is the imagination of your past. Yes, maybe the things in physical reality looks different than in your imagination. But the reason behind it is that we process about so many thoughts in a day. And every thought has certain imagination attached to it, even if it is a small imagination, or even if it is a small scene that our brain creates, that is an imagination. So, when all of those imaginations come into act and in our physical reality looks different than our imagination. But remember, whatever physical reality we are living in right now is because of our imagination. It is because we were imagining yesterday about this world that we are living in today. Neville Goddard's law of assumption talks about believing in those imagination. If we believe that those imagination, if we believe that those events are going to happen in our life, those events will eventually take place in the near future. You know what most of the population in today's world does not understand is that they have the creative power to co-create the reality. If you were even a bit religious, you might have heard people say that God lies within us. So God created this reality with his imagination. And if God lies within us, we have the power to co-create the reality that he created for us. God does not take account of every reality of every person that exists in this world. That is why it is said that through our imagination, he gave us the power to co-create our reality. He gave us the power to look at the world and see the world with a mindset that is capable of saying, I create my own reality. But most of us are distracted from that path. We don't know that we have a creative side of ourselves where we can create our own reality. We can make it more vibrant if we want. We can make it dull if we want. It's in our hands and our minds and our thoughts. Whatever we think, whatever we feel, whatever energy we put in that imagination, it becomes more and more powerful each time. Each time you think about certain thing, each time you create a scenario in your head, You are calling that scenario towards yourself, and again, many people ask, why does my physical reality not look like the one that I have imagined for so long? It is because in your imagination, there are no circumstances. In your imagination, there are no limiting barriers that stops you. But in physical reality, there are many barriers, there are many things that are pulling you back, and you are being affected by each one of them. Even if you are aware of it or not, you are being affected by each one of them. If you want your physical reality to be like your imagination, you have to get out of those limiting beliefs. You have to get out of that emotion that stops you from getting to your desired outcome. You know what? Many people just entertain those emotions and those thoughts. They don't think about the consequences that are related to those emotions and those thoughts. They just go with the flow. They are with the mindset of it is what it is. They cannot change. That is the mindset they have. But for the people who are successful, for the people who have seen the world with a better view, they know that it is not it. If you don't like certain things about your physical reality, you have the creative power to change the physical reality through imagination. Now, imagination does not only mean just sitting in your couch or your chair and imagining about different things. No, it is not. If you desire something so bad, if you put focus on that, if you put all of your energy into that imagination, and you work towards creating that imagination a reality, a real life event that will happen in your life. You will have to work towards it. You will seek for opportunities. You will seek for possibilities. And those possibilities and opportunities lies ahead of you always. They are always there even if you are manifesting or not. They always exist. It is us who chooses to see it or not. We are ignorant of all of those possibilities and opportunities when we let those negative thoughts get into us, when we let those negative scenarios take over the positive scenarios in our head. Even if you believe in manifestation or not, even if this is the first video related to spirituality that you have watched, you have always been imagining and creating this reality for yourself, and you will until you take your last breath. Whatever you imagine, you create. That is the power of imagination. Never neglect the power of imagination, because it is the most powerful skill that you have, that everybody has, and it is just coming in handy with you. And shocking thing is that many people don't recognize that. They don't even think that they have this creative power to create the reality, whereas they are every time using this creative power to create the reality. They cannot digest the fact that they can create the reality. They just tell themselves that they are moving with the universe. They are moving with the flow of the universe. They are surrendering themselves to the universe. Remember this, when you are surrendering yourself to any other force, you are not surrendering yourself to any other external factor. You are surrendering yourself to the force that you have created, which is called the negative force. That is the negative scenarios that you are surrendering yourself to. You are surrendering yourself to your mind. You are letting your mind take control of you, rather than you taking the control of your mind. By saying this, we have come to the end of this video. If you have come this far, I thank you for listening to me. If you liked this video, press that like button down below and share it with your friends and family. It would mean a lot to me if you even subscribe to my channel for more contents like this. Thank you.